sidetracked on is it going? Sidetracked on talking about cards, didn't we? Yes, that one's going too. Very good. Yeah, it is. It's quite fascinating, and I've only just been thinking about it fairly recently. That um, it's not in the way that it's not being put back into my body the way my body was designed to hold it. Um, and I understand in a logical and mind way that that was the only way they could get a new shoulder into me. Um, but yes, it's still got to do something. I'm quite amazed. Yes, yeah. All right, so we are talking about Howlite. I have my Howlite beads, my mala beads. I've got those with me. I have a delightful little Howlite moon, which is really cool. I love her. She's tiny though. She'd be actually a good one to put in my bra. Howlite. Oops. The little moon, Mende. That's how it is spelt. Yes, I need to look into that, Tessia. I think I really do. Yeah, yeah, yes. It's only just been coming to mind in the last couple of months, probably. And then I have this most delightful. Look at this. This is a howlite and smoky quartz in a beautiful rose with leaves, and it's one of my very precious ones, and I have it sitting in its own vase with some crushed up uh, stuff that makes it look like water's in there. Yeah, so I've got this little wee fella sitting here with us too. And because we're talking about lavender, I brought my lavender bottle with me so that we've got that as well beside us. Done my bergamot. I think that's all I had to say. Oh, I know what I did have to say. I have studied homeopathy, and I haven't used it much since I studied it. And you've got, yes, that's the easy one. Yes, it is. And it's not expensive like all the other ones, the last couple that we've had. I just made a homeopathic tincture for my asthma. And so it's used to you take it when you're having a bad coughing with asthma, or when you think something might trigger you. And so I'm always coughing in these lives. So I have just had a dose of that. So we shall see what happens. Yes, it is. It was very fascinating to study. I really enjoyed studying it, and I must get my notes out again and have a really good look through. I looked through it quickly to find something for me to have, and I made an asthma tea today as well. So yes, I've been getting all organized with it. Yes, homeopathy people do. They ask you the very, very weirdest questions. And in the last lesson, or the last part of the course that I did, was all about asking those questions to find out what people needed their. Because what people think they need it for is not necessarily what they need it for. So, yes. Ah, fabulous. There you go. Anyone else that's in North America, there you can find your Divana and your Helichrysum. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love that. Excellent. All right. Howlite. Howlite. No, that's all right, Katie. It's all right. All right. It is. Yes, it is. Yes, his famous angel. You know your art. I love that, Katie. Yeah. He's just I just love that angel. It's so special. And I do get a lot of questions about that one, Mendo. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting, eh? And the other one in the other room when they do the tea with all the colours. Everybody loves that one too. All right, Howlite. Howlite is just beautiful. I have bought, I thought I had more Howlite, but I could only find these three. But anyway, I just love it. It's called the Whispering Cloud Stone, which is lovely. I do love that. But it's also called white turquoise. Though don't confuse that with actual turquoise. It's just pale, veined and swoony sort of. And so if you're a person that that loves to both think and feel, and then Howlite is basically your spiritual buddy, and it will remind you to slow down, to breathe, maybe do some writing or something like that. Maybe even get some crystals, chips, and pop them in some water or some rose petals and water, and then just swirl your hands around and just watch what they make. And those are all sorts of things that you can do if you're that person that thinks and feels all at the same time. Yes, sometimes they do. And if you look in crystal books, often Howlite is shown quite differently. In this one, it is more of a green. So that is what they show Howlite in my crystal book. But in other crystal books, you'll see it in this type as well. So, yeah. Very interesting. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, here's the thing. Howlite, as you can see, I've got the shape of a moon, but it's like a cloud. But clouds are, to me, floaty and all that sort of thing. But Howlite is like a cloud, but it's grounded. And it just whispers calm, especially into your solar plexus. And a very cool sort of hush into your mind. So it's lovely. It will whisper to you, it will help you soften rage, any tempers or frustration, any slow thoughts that you're finding are way too loud. It is a memory stone as well, and it helps you access insight from dreams or journaling, so to get insight from your journal as well. It is a dream magic stone too, and so you can place it under your pillow. You could have a whole basket of crystals under your pillow. So many of them are fabulous for dreams and sleep. And it's basically, this one will basically say, do not disturb, for your subconscious. Yeah. Hi, Angela. Oh, thank you, Maribel and Tessia, for telling Angela what we're looking at. Yes, Howlite. And you'd probably, while sort of thinking about life, you would add it, when you're having a cup of tea as well. Have it sitting by your cup of tea, just because of the vibes it carries, which is lovely. And it comes in this white grey veined howlet, which are the classic cloud type one. You get the dyed howlites, which is what Mende said. Yes, Mende said. And they sometimes are very turquoise or pink. You can even get pink ones, and any other colours, or a lot of other colours as well. But definitely, for me, the veined one is the one I like the best, because I can distinguish it probably more than anything. If I get a pink or a turquoise coloured one, and that, I'll start thinking, oh no, that's turquoise, it's not howlite. So it just helps me keep them separate. It is a very soft one. It is a 3.5 on the Mohs scale, so you need to treat it carefully, treat it gently, treat it lovingly. And you will notice that if you get your fingernails on it, you can actually scratch it. So probably don't do that. But it loves love. It loves beautiful intentions to be set with it. And it loves a little bit of magic too, does howlite. It is one of those special stones. Its mineral, I'm knocking everything over. Its mineral composition is calcium borosilicate hydroxide. That's a mouthful to say. It is white with the greying vein in it, and it sometimes contains traces of iron or magnesium, not usually both, iron or magnesium. So yes, it then is definitely not good to put in water to drink because of the iron and the magnesium in it. It helps calm overactive minds. It helps dissolve irritation with yourself. I know I get very irritated with myself, and I just, pick one of these up, and then your mind can focus on something else. You're going to look. Did you see what? Look at this one. Look at this one, Angela. This is just beautiful. So howlite there, and I've got the smoky quartz rose on there as well. So yeah, the howlite, you can see the veins in it, the grey veins in it. It promotes patience and acceptance. If you're a journaler, it creates a beautiful sense of reflective journaling. Beautiful, Katie. I love that. It is such a lovely stone, and I love it. I love it when I'm doing my mala live. I love using the howlite beads because they just feel heavier and really nice. Yeah. You need to add that to your list too then, Angela. You really do. Physically, it supports our bones and our teeth, our tooth health. And that's in an energetic way, obviously, not in a medical way, because you don't sort of stick howlite in your gums. But you could, if you've got a toothache or something like that, you could get other things in a medical way, but have the howlite and lie down on a pillow with a howlite under your, on the side of your mouth, and just get that vibration going in there too. That is the rose one. You can see that one, and that is the moon-shaped one. So yeah, they've got bits of grey in them. And then this is the beads. So the beads have the grey vein through them too. So they help your nervous system settle as well. They help soothe insomnia when you keep it near your bed, or put it in your pillowcase. If you had a nice wee one like this, pop it in your pillowcase. I have, I think I've said before, because of my knee, I have to sleep sort of a higher, half sort of sitting up, because my knee doesn't like being flat. And I can't roll onto it, so I'm always on my back. And so I have two pillows, and they have both have got crystals in them. So yeah, and they're beautiful for headaches too. Howlite is beautiful for headaches, for stress related tension. And so you can just think of it as a an almost calming blanket for your energy body. So yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hi, Trish. No, I think it's gone. Howlite promotes meditation clarity. It supports manifestation too, especially when you have a mind that is racing as well. It connects with moon energy. So that's why I've got this little wee moon-shaped one. So, and dream states and intuition as well. And it just brings some beautiful wisdom into a nice, still place. You know, it's lovely. It's almost like the quiet one in my collection, and I often overlook it. Because it's even though this one's standing up and very proud in its vase, it's still a very quiet stone. But if you listen to it, it absolutely speaks volumes. So yeah, yep. See what it wants to say to you, because it will. It's is connected with the crown chakra, that insight, that higher thinking, third eye, and that calm sort of vision clarity, and secondary, the throat for beautiful communication. So, but again, you'll notice that it doesn't shout, it just hums. That's its vibe, it just hums. Hello, Casey, darling, lovely to see you. These beautiful teachers in the house, follow them, and please put in the chat what you're doing next and when you're live. I love people knowing that you're a teacher and that you have something coming up, that it's exciting. It is connected to water plus air, so it's fluid and gentle, but it's also sort of reflective. It is connected to the moon, obviously. We said that before. It loves the moon. Its astrological ties are Gemini, because it's a lovely, thoughtful stone. Libra, because it's a peace-loving stone. And Pisces, because it's a dreamy intuition stone. It's sort of like almost a crystal that connects your brain, your heart, and then aligns to the moon. And yeah, how can you not love that? Fabulous. Hold it during meditation if you're, just need some calm clarity. Keep it on your desk in your office, or on your altar space. That will help, especially in your office area where you're working. It would help with those racing thoughts that we often get. We've got to do this and we've got to do that. And, no, I've got to do that first. And definitely beside or in your pillowcase, for the dream insight, and definitely for journaling as well. And you know, I have a little corner out in my lounge where I have some of my grandparents' teacups, and I put crystals around those too. And this little fella lives around my teacups. So, and it loves it there. It loves it there. Definitely lunar meditations, definitely dream journaling, not just necessarily general, well, yes, general journaling too, but very, very great for dream journaling, for emotional clearing, and wonderful for anointing balms as well, because we're going to talk about lavender, and if you have lavender and chamomile maybe together in an anointing balm, and then the howlite energy nearby, it's just beautiful. It's so calming. It's so helps you to relax, to clear energy that you want to get rid of. And so yeah, you can put little pieces of howlite inside your journal or around your journal. And as I said, I keep this one with my teacups that are on my cabinet out there, because they just love it. Teacups and tea love crystals, as does water too. But because I'm a tea girl, I find especially I notice it more, I think, with the tea and the teacups. So, hello, Michelle. Lovely to see you again. Welcome. Never late, on time perfectly. And obviously howlite's not ingestible. But it's beautiful for energetic infusions. So, and what I mean is placing it by your teacup, placing it by a water or a glass, because the energy of these crystals goes through those glass or the china. It just, if you have it, you know, like I often have this one because it's shaped so beautifully, like the moon. It sits on a saucer on the teacup beautifully, and that energy from that howlite then goes into that fabulous tea and water. Oh, spectacular, Michelle. You'll have to send me a picture, honey. You'll have to I want to see it. I really want to see it. You have howlite or septarian? Thank you. Yes, Michelle, do. Mende, do you have howlite? Oh, howlite possibly. Okay. Michelle's just got her septarian, which we talked about last week. And Mende thinks she's got howlite. Wonderful. It's one of those crystals, because it's so quiet, and not shouting at, look at me, it is often overlooked, and but it is so powerful. Absolutely so powerful. That's my little wee tiny moon-shaped one, Angela. And that is my little rose one with the smoky quartz rose with it. And those are my beads that I made with my mala beads that I made with howlite as well. Thank you, Michelle. And it works beautifully with in a tea, with lavender obviously, but also with chamomile, with mint, or rose petals. So you could put all of those together, a beautiful lavender, chamomile, mint and rose petal tea. You would have, I don't know if I've even created that in this, but if I haven't, do it. If not, I will create it as well, because these ones together would create a beautiful calming, especially if you have it just before night. The rose petals, the mint, the lavender and chamomile, just fabulous. And if you do any ritual type things, I like doing tea rituals in the morning, and I have some on here if you like to do that sort of thing. I have 7 tracks on here, so one a day for a week. And I love doing that. And Howlite loves being by the cup for that. And it's a beautiful grounding energy with every sip. It is just fabulous. But it is soft, so it does not like water. Don't soak it in water. Cleanse it by smoke, music, sound, and even just a soft cloth can cleanse it, or under the moon, not under the sunlight because it's soft, it won't like the sunlight, but definitely the moon is fine. It is, if you are very energetically sensitive, don't hold on to it too long, until your energy balances out. But it loves to help with that, but it can cause it to be a little bit more chaotic sometimes. And definitely, especially with little ones like this, watch your pets and your children, because they love these. My granddaughter has ferreted away a lot of my little ones like this. She was never a pick up and eat or put in her mouth one. She was a pick up and let's put that in my pocket. So I go to look for a crystal and I go, oh, she's got that one too. Yes. I would probably need to see it, Mende. Um, if you, I wonder what it says about the different colors in here. Do, 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 do. See if it tells you how to do that. Because I've never come across these other ones, the turquoise and the pink and the blue. I've only ever seen it in that. There. Now this is interesting. They've shown a blue howlite, and it says they are artificially coloured. So the blue ones are the ones that are dyed. But it's still, in this blue one, it still looks like you can see the veins in it, like this. So maybe you need to look and see if the veins, if you can still see the veins in the blue one. Yeah, it does. So yes, yeah, then it will be howlite. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for popping in, CG. Take care, love. With a Tibetan bowl, you could try putting little one in it. It might, I must try it with mine and see. I've never actually put one in it. I know you can't put them in the crystal ones, but I've never tried it in my Tibetan one. But I will have a go and see. It might not make the sound stay once you stop playing. You might stop that reverberation quicker, but I will try that tomorrow and see. Yeah. Hello, Alicia. So lovely to see you too. Yeah, interesting, Mende. It's funny, when we are looking for things and we find something and it's like, where on earth did that come from? It's fabulous. So Howlite is the... Yes, go and do that, Tessia. Go try. I'd love to hear how it sounds. It will definitely, I'm sure it will definitely change the sound a wee bit too. So yes, come back and tell us. So Howlite is as I said, it's a cloud sort of stone, even though it's a very grounding stone as well. So it's that cloud that just remembers calm. And who doesn't want calm in their lives? It is, as I said, a very gentle crystal, but a very insightful one too, which is lovely. It is, excuse me, there's my cough again. It's scientific enough to satisfy the mind, because you can scientifically, that's composition and all that sort of thing. But from my point of view, it is just so mystical. It's mystical enough to absolutely charm your soul. It is just beautiful. I like to think of Howlite as a soft-spoken mentor, and it just sits in your hand. Especially, now I've chucked it on the ground. Especially when you are, sitting, meditating, sitting, pondering, journaling, sipping tea, and it just says, that's okay. That's okay. You can pause. You can rest. But magic is coming. So, yeah, it's a beautiful, I love it. It's a lovely, lovely crystal. But I probably say that about all my crystals, don't I? Excuse me, I'll have a drink. No, it will. It will. It's just there are lots of crystals that have been dyed, especially when they're polished, like these, when they're smooth, or even like this one, because this one is too, but it's smooth, and so long as it doesn't sound plasticky, then it's perfectly fine. And yes, it has the same properties. Last week we had the septarium that didn't, and that does happen when one crystal has different varieties and different colors. A lot of the time, their benefits marry up. Maybe one might be just a little bit louder than the other one. But Septarian was very different for each different color last week. But I'm pretty certain that with the Howlites, they all beat at the same with the same energy. All right. Any other questions about Howlite? Pleasure, Mende. Otherwise, we shall move on to lavender. So I've got my lavender here. It is this one my husband got me, actually. It's a beautiful, beautiful oil. I wish you could smell it. But most of you probably know this lid is stuck. Okay, I won't. Oh, I can still smell it. Ah, it's just beautiful. There's something about lavender, isn't there? I just love it. I told my husband I want to grow lavender and I want to grow lemon balm, because I use lavender and lemon balm in teas lots too. So yes, so I've got my lavender there. The oh, it's on my hands now. Oh, just love it. Lavender is lavandula angustifolia. I really need to work those names out properly. Yes, perfect. Yeah, I love lavender. I create all those sorts of things too. Yaima, and I often put lavender in them. It's just fabulous because it keeps you calm throughout the day when you're wearing it on your body. It's just beautiful. I just did a scalp serum to massage into your head, And that's got lavender in it, which is really, really nice. And then even when I washed it out, I can still smell it. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Lavender there is true lavender, one that's called true lavender, and one that's called English lavender. Uh, Most of the time here in New Zealand, we only get the true, not the English. But they're just beautiful, like Howlite. It's just beautiful. A whisper of calm. It's just lovely. It just settles you down. If you want to stop and breathe for a minute, smell some lavender. It is delicious, isn't it? And you have lavender also. Oh, brilliant, Tessia. Fabulous. I like that. Oh, I'm going to work out which is the most perfect one to put in my bowl. And I'll sit with that tonight and see what I come up with about the most perfect one to have in my bowl to match the vibrations of my bowl. That is fabulous. I'm definitely going to do that tonight and try it out tomorrow and see what happens. And even just, oh, fabulous. Oh, excellent. I'm going to put my Howlite in there and see what it does then. But I'm definitely going to work out. I love it, working out what crystals will work with different things. And I can have my lavender in my diffuser, which is not far from where I keep my Tibetan bowl, and have that going with the Howlite in it. Fabulous. Oh, I love those hearts, those beautiful hearts. And just imagine, hi Nikki. You love the excitement. Yes. And often lavender is very polarizing too. So it's lovely to hear so many of you do actually love the smell of it. That's awesome. Have you ever picked up a beautiful, tiny, dried bundle of lavender? Your husband doesn't? Yeah, yes, it is very, very polarizing. I will tell you what it will smell like in a minute, Maribel. I'll get to that. But have you done that? Have you picked up a beautiful dried bundle of lavender with a beautiful bow on it, and it just looks absolutely divine, and sniffed it? And what did you feel when you sniffed it? You know, maybe it was like sunshine in your pajamas. You know, it's just a fun, and try that sometime. Wrap something together. Wrap some lavender together with an absolutely gorgeous bowl, and just sniff it and see what comes to you when you sniff it. No, I haven't, Nikki. Okay, I'll have a look at that. You like fresh, but not the oil. Okay. Excellent. I will look that up. I love that. So lavender is what they call peace incarnate. It is just an amazing, it's, for sleep, for calming your anxious thoughts, your tension, all that sort of thing. Beautiful. But it's not a weak oil. Don't mistake it for weakness. It's actually very courageous, but just disguised as a calming oil. And its energy is very. It will smooth anxiety. It will soften any harsh emotions that are going on, and it will stabilize your aura as well. For the dreams, like the Howlite, you can use lavender oil. You can put a few drops of lavender oil or spray on your pillow, and that will enhance your lucid dreaming and any astral travel that you might experience as well. It is fabulous for purification too. So it helps clear out subtle sort of negative energies, and it just smells, and that's what I like about the smell. Says it's says it's too soapy. A lot of people think it's about it reminds them about their grandma, but soapy, I don't get that because I like the smell, but I'm trying to imagine what soapy would smell like. Interesting. So yes, beautiful protection with it. And it helps bring out spiritual clarity when you're meditating or journaling as well. And just to have a beautiful, like that bundle of dried lavender, sit that beside your bed. Put that on your night table or whatever you have beside your bed, and it will just, its aroma will gently just permeate the room, and it will just add something magical to your night. And yes, it absolutely does work. So yes, so there's English lavender, like I said. That one is classic, soft, sweet, and that one is best for relaxation and ritual use. Then you have the French lavender, which is slightly more herbaceous, more bold in aroma. So maybe Mende, he might like one of the different types of lavender, because they all do smell quite differently. Spike lavender, I do love spike lavender, and that it is sharper. It's much more stimulating, and it's better for energy work. And so maybe that's why I like it. I like that stimulation that I get from it. And then you have one called Lavender, and that is a hybrid. So it has a much higher yield, and it's slightly camphorous, sort of, with that one. I've never seen that one here. As I said, we get true lavender, or the spike lavender. Yes, maybe it is. Maybe you've actually got something that was different. Yeah. Lavender. Okay, is the one you have for tea? Tea? Lovely. Oh, beautiful, Mende. See, you're already onto it. Yes, it is, because it is a hybrid with the higher yield, so it is much more affordable. Yes, yeah. My favorite, as I said, is the spike lavender, and then after that is probably the English lavender. I'm not overly fussed on the French one because it's much more herbaceous, and I find that irritates my throat and my lungs. So I like the more classic soft one in the English, and I do like the sharper one. That doesn't seem to irritate me, and I like that it is very stimulating. So yeah, but each variety has beautiful, subtle sort of quirks in scent. Oh, beautiful, Mende. Have a lovely chat with your mum. And if you get the opportunity to see more than one lavender in a shop or something, smell them. Absolutely smell them, because your brain will tell you something different about each one. So yeah. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. See, we, Beth, that, and that's what I'm saying. Is that each one will be lovely for someone else, and one will be lovely for us. Yeah. Ah, hi JG. You put lavender in a bag for a bath. Beautiful. Absolutely. When I went, I had this amazing trip with my friend, and we went to this Maori water spa, and hello, darling, and they had a whole lot of different hot pools, saunas, and all sorts of things that we did this beautiful journey through. And one of the pools was what they called the herbaceous pool, and it had bags of. I could definitely smell lavender in it, but it had a whole lot of herbs in it. But just having the lavender in this beautiful pool is just lovely. So definitely put it in your bath. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. It just makes your whole body go. A lovely big sigh. It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Yes, it is a beautiful place. If you come to New Zealand, absolutely need to go to Rotorua and try this place out. It is fabulous. Yes, aromatherapy is my thing. I just love it. I love it. Well, I love crystals too, and I love tea, and I love Malabees. No, I haven't, Tessia, because of my knee. I cannot get into a bath, and I love my baths. I miss them so much. But I can probably get in, but I can't bend my knee enough to get out. I can probably slide in, but then not get out. I do have a spa pool, and I've found some aromatherapy things that I could actually put in sparkle, because most sparkles don't like aromatherapy stuff. Um, but I found this website that has these beautiful things. So I need to get one of those to put into my spa when I'm having a spa. So, yes, yeah. And Cleopatra, she used, I'm pretty sure she used lavender and milk in her baths. So, yeah. Right. It was Maribel, wasn't it, that wanted to know what it smelled like. So its top note is essential oils, especially have are very much like perfumes. They have a top, a middle, and a bottom. And so the top note is very herbal, sweet, very fresh. And then you have the floral in the middle note, which is the heart note, which is floral, soft, quite honeyed. And then you have the base note, which is woody, grounding, lightly camphoraceous, especially in the lavender or the spike one. So yeah, they together they all have a slightly different type of top and middle and base, but very similar as well. So it smells like morning, that first morning light, and that beautiful smell that you can smell that nature gives us in those early hours of the morning. Um, it's a beautiful little herbal apothecary all in itself, and it is timeless. Lavender has been around and been used and been mentioned in texts for centuries. It is one of the most used, probably, essential oils and herbs um, over the years and over time. It's uh, it like the howlite soothes our nervous system, reduces stress and anxiety. It encourages self-love and patience with ourselves as well. It supports emotional release during reflection or journaling. And you could use an anointing oil, put some in a carrier and use it as anointing your wrists, your behind your ears, even on your temple. A lovely place to, when you're wanting clarity and all that sort of, when you're journaling, when you're doing something like this, or if you're having to present something to a board or a crowd or something. Yes, JG, it is. It's a fabulous, all perfectly rounded essential oil to use and herb to use. It's fabulous. It promotes relaxation. It calms headaches. Those are the beads and the howlite, Alicia. That's my little howlite at the top and smoky quartz at the bottom. So that's my little rose. And then my other one I dropped on the floor. Oh, don't do that. Is this wee one in the moon, crescent moon shape. And it's oops. It is Howlite. That's what it's done. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful rose. It's like having flowers when you don't have flowers. And if you have a lavender or any beautiful scent diffusing, especially rose essential oil, rose and lavender essential oil diffusing, with my little lovely rose howlite and smoky quartz, just smells like you have flowers in the house. Yeah. Yes. Typical, autocorrect. Doesn't like weird things. What else? Yes, it calms headaches like howlite. Any especially tension headaches. Any mild pain as well. It works beautifully. I often put lavender in my pain balms that I make, just because it just is calming. It calms that nervous system, calms the area around where it's sore. It is fabulous for skin healing when it's diluted or with a carrier oil, not straight on something that needs healing. It is wonderful as a tea for digestive calm as well. And energetically, it is like a beautiful, soft, protective coat for your nervous system. It's just lovely. It enhances meditation and dream work like Howlite. It strengthens your intuition. And it purifies space and aura. I think I said that. Or was that for Howlite? Howlite did that too? No, lavender. I said that for lavender a minute ago, didn't I? It is, because I have so many other oils and crystals and herbs, it is the one that protects that whole apothecary. So it is really good to have it in your toolkit to help protect everything else in that toolkit. So if you have more than one essential oil in that, make sure you have lavender with it, or with herbs, or with all of them. It just helps you protect that. I would, some yes, I would say, but I would still dilute it. I wouldn't just put drops, like this homeopathic oil I created. One part of it has a little bit of lavender in it, so it needs to be to put in. If you put it in water, like spring water or purified water, and have it that way. If you want it as a tincture, like I've made there, then you need to put brandy or like a teaspoon of brandy or vodka with it as well. So about, you can put in a bottle like mine, and that's about 30 mils. You could put in, so I've got 3 different things in there. So you could put in about 10 drops into a bottle like that, and then put a teaspoon of like vodka or brandy in it, and then fill the rest of the jar up with spring water. And then you have a beautiful tincture that you can have to provide calm from the inside. And that's lovely. And so with the alcohol in it, it helps it keep. So it will keep up to 7 weeks like that. But if you just had the water in it, you would need to use it within a week probably. So yeah. Yes. I make a bedroom spray mist that has lavender in it, and that is beautiful. And I haven't got one at the moment actually, but I used to have a lavender, chamomile, and something else which I used to spray around my body for an aura cleanse every morning. So yeah. Yeah, yes, yeah. I've got lots of different sleep things in my one that I've got at the moment. Yeah. Yes. Um, the third eye, it is connected with your third eye. Yes, bergamot is lovely. So bergamot, that's what I have there. That's, where is it? That one's beautiful too. Yeah. So yes, yeah, it's just a little bit that acts as a preservative. So yes, yeah, and that just makes it keep a bit longer, which is good. And because if you didn't have the alcohol in it either, you would have to refrigerate it. But with the alcohol, just keep it in a dark cupboard. So in your pantry or something like that. It doesn't need to go in the fridge then with the alcohol in it, which is fine. So yes, chakras, it's the third eye, the crown, and in a secondary type way, the heart as well. So it's bridging the mind and the soul beautifully. Its element is air, air and earth. Uh, just think of like a gentle breeze that's blowing over some soil. That's what its element sort of feels like. Planetary is the moon and Mercury. Its astrological ties are Virgo, that's that calm and earthy energy, Libra for the balance, and Pisces for that dreamy intuition. So very similar to Howlite. So it's perfect if you love to have some grounding tools around you. Have the Howlite, have the Lavender, beautiful grounding tools. Diffuse it, absolutely diffuse it. I have it in a lot of my blends for diffusing. It is fabulous. I have it going all day, but you can have it just when you're journaling, just when you're meditating, or working to keep you calm. And yes, put it in a carrier oil for your wrists, your temple, or on your chest when you want some stability. You can use a spray for purification over your altar, or over your body, over your aura. Yes, would be, Tessia, would be, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was just saying to Soraya on her live that I've just enrolled in a course for crystals and astrology. So watch the space. So yeah, it's just the two of them together is beautifully grounding, fabulous. Um, and absolutely combine them with some of the oils that we've already used, like the Divana, sandalwood we've used, blue tansy. They're all beautiful oils for combining with lavender. Lavender combines beautifully with a lot of essential oils. Um, and even if you want, yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll have to get cracking, won't I, on it. Um, Even on your desk, if you've got work papers and that, just do a tiny little spritz, about this high above the desk, of a lavender blend, um, just to bring inspiration to your work, to your journaling, to your if you're a writer, to your writing, and it boosts that inspiration. And do it, from a reasonable height and just little squirts so it doesn't soak your papers. You don't want that. So yes, it's fabulous for purifying spaces and tools. So definitely get bundles of lavender and wrap them up in beautiful bows and put them around your house. Wonderful to have them all around your house because it's beautiful for protection as well. Have them by your front door and your back door. Yeah. Sleep, obviously, dreams, any rituals you do around that too, use it. If you do any heart opening type ceremonies, use lavender. Emotional, yes, absolutely. Yep, dried lavender. Yes, yep, yep. Emotional clearing rituals, use lavender. And you can, with your altar, if you have altars, I have a beautiful big one and I have little ones all around the house. Just anoint your altar with a beautiful couple of drops of lavender. Um, and if you do things like I do crystal grids and things, I've done this with crystals. And when I did this one, I dropped it's quite sparkly, but you can't actually see it quite sparkly. But when I did this one, I dropped lavender on it after I had finished, just to add more vibrational energy to the actual picture. So, of dried lavender, definitely organic. But I say that with all essential oils, dried herbs, sorry. Um, and quite a lot of them, I mean, I only know about here, so quite a lot of the dried ones are the spike ones, or the English ones. So yeah, but definitely organic, because you just don't know what they've sprayed on them otherwise. And so yeah, do that with all your herbs, find a reputable place and buy from there. Yes, yeah, English will be fine. Yep. But yes, just organic. Yes. um what else have we got about lavender? Anything else about lavender? So yes, teas, and lavender, as I said, can be ingested, but it has to be diluted with the water and the alcohol, like I suggested. But do be careful, just because I don't know what other problems you have on in your body. So if but you know your body, you know what you can put in it, you know what medication you're on and all that sort of thing. So just be careful. Yeah, but lavender tea is beautiful. So you can, just have a teaspoon per cup of lavender, dried lavender. And then, as I said before, combine it with chamomile, mint, and and rose petals. Makes a beautiful, beautiful cup of tea. So make the lavender, because you want the lavender to be the hero in this particular cup. So make the lavender like 1 part of lavender, and then half part of chamomile, 1/4 part of mint, and then just a little sprinkling of rose petals. And that would make a beautiful, beautiful cup of tea. Beautiful cup of tea, and beautiful smelling too. Absolutely enjoy the smell of tea when you make them. They just smell beautiful. And then just allow that energy that it's providing to just totally infuse your consciousness. Just wonderful. And that is a beautiful energetic tea to have, because it's a brain and a heart reset tea. It is just wonderful. Hello, Chris. So wonderful to see you. It can irritate your skin if you have sensitive skin, or you do have to patch test anytime you use a new type of essential oil. And like all essential oils, if you during pregnancy, you can use it, but do only do it with your gynecologist, your obstetrician's advice. So keep the bottles away from children. Although most bottles, like I couldn't even get that one open, so I very much doubt a child will do it. So yeah, but just be mindful with the children. Always store in a cool, dark place. I have a cupboard that I keep all my essential oils in, so it's a nice, cool, dark place. And lavender is just calm in a bottle. Like my bergamot is sunshine in a bottle. Lavender is calm in a bottle. And it is definitely a dream catalyst. It is beautiful, gentle, protective, yet unexpectedly quite powerful as well. And yeah, even carrying a tiny sprig of it, if you walk past a garden, pick a little sprig, stick it in your pocket, and you will get that energy just flowing through your body beautifully. And it just deserves a little magic in small and constant doses, because it has so much to offer. Lavender does. Yes, Stephanie. Yes, I love eucalyptus. I have that in my shower blend, shower wash blend that I make, because it just lifts you, energizes you, and stimulates you in a shower. It's just fabulous. Love that, Stephanie. Right. Now, any other questions, or we'll move on about how to use them both together? Wonderful. I love that, Trish. That's brilliant. See, you're onto it already. That's fabulous. And if you, just a little aside here, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support me, then you can do that by following me, by listening to my tracks, and giving me hearts, and leaving donations if you, if you feel so inclined. And those are all beautiful ways to support me and the other teachers here on Insight Timer. Oh, fabulous. You are so onto it, Trish. Absolutely so onto it. That's awesome. I need to get some more lavender. We used to grow it here, and my husband killed it. I don't know how you can kill lavender, because I couldn't get out there and water it. I don't think he watered it enough or something. It's right, he's not here, so he can't hear me. But yes, so I need to get lavender again. because it's just beautiful to bring inside and to dry and use, and it's just fabulous. Cook with it. Use the dried lavender and cook with it. And yeah, and use it like JG said in the bath, and yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah, use it, Trish. Use it. Absolutely. All right, so howlite and lavender together. And we've talked a little bit about togetherness with them. And they absolutely, Trish. Yeah, I've got teas and things here which I will put on my link tree. So if you do follow me, press the little three buttons for the notifications so you know when I'm alive. When I'm live. I am alive, I think. And right down at the bottom of my about page is my link tree, and that's where I put all these blends that I'm going to talk about now, and they go up in that link tree, and you can make your own creations and enjoy. Yes, yeah. Ah, beautiful, Trish. Thank you so much. I love that. So, if you had howlite and lavender, and they were ingredients in an old witch's apothecary, here's how they would sit together on the shelf beautifully. And so howlite is the moon's cradle stone, and so it keeps tempers low, thoughts soft, the mind is calm as still water. You know, at midnight, if you go and if you live by the water and you see the water under the moonlight when the moon's high, the water is usually still and calm, which is unless the storm's going past. But normally it's smooth and calm, and it's just beautiful. And that's what howlite sort of does to your body. And the folk wisdom was carried all the time by the sages to remember dreams and to unlock wisdom as well. And then lavender is what was called the witch's breath herb. Sorry, witch's breath herb. And the flowers were, and it is good to do this still, the flowers were harvested at dawn. And that was it's always the best time to harvest most flowers, actually, at dawn. And the lavender was softened hearts, soothed spirits, and protected sacred spaces. Traditionally, it was hung above beds as well. So, like I said, put it beside your bed to invite those dreams and repel any ill moods as well. Because often we take those moods with us to bed, and this is using lavender, dried lavender like that, is a beautiful way for the lavender to absorb those ill moods that we can take to bed with us sometimes. So definitely place howlite beneath your pillow. You can put it in your pillowcase with a sprig of lavender for like a sleeping charm, that just whispers insights and emotional ease to you. You can lay them both together on your desk when you're at work, or when you're doing any work on a computer and stuff like that. Lay them there to keep you calm. Put them on your journal. Lay them together on your journal or your writing tools. And if you do writing, it just helps soften any tension that you might still be holding before you start writing. Hello, Christina. Lovely to see you again. And as old apothecaries would place calming, they always placed calming stones near tinctures that they had made, and that was to maintain that balance and aroma. So that's why I keep crystals by my teacups. I keep crystals by my diffuser. I keep crystals by where my tea blends are. And now that I've made this tincture, I will keep crystals beside that as well. and that just helps to keep the to maintain that balance with them. And you can burn lavender as well. So you can burn a tiny little lavender bundle and have howlite next to it. So get a little wee bowl, put your dried lavender sprigs in it, and have your howlite beside it, and get a group of people together and have a reflection circle, and sit together in a beautiful circle with this howlite in the middle, beside the bowl, and burn some lavender, and just see what comes up. Just see, because that air will become a amazing conductor for inner wisdom and for emotional alchemy and all that. So try that. See how that how that feels, especially with a group of people. Just spectacular. Howlite tempers the mind, slows those restless thoughts, anchoring those scattered sort of energies, and it anchors it like a stone in a riverbed, you know. And lavender breathes beautiful calm into your heart, softens emotions, and opens up the subtle portals of intuition. And so combined, they are just a beautiful soul salve for our energies, for overthinking, for overfeeling. And it is the herbalist's sort of secret herb for just calming everything. So if you could imagine picturing an old apothecary, picturing all its tinctures and things up there, the howlite would be the howlite sitting beside those tinctures would be grounding them, giving them weight and memory. And then you'd have, if it's sitting by the lavender especially, then that lightens up and uplifts, and it gives, even if you had sprigs of lavender spread throughout your apothecary as well, would give beautiful, almost mixture of breath, aroma, and a wee whisper of enchantment as well, which, who doesn't want that? Absolutely. A sprig of lavender laid across a howlite sphere. So if you had a beautiful round howlite, and you know, like I've got quite a lot of spheres that you can hold in your hand, and that you can then ask that howlite to teach your hand how to write truthfully. Now, how's that? So if you can, find a sphere one and try that. So it helps people that write, obviously, helps people that write in their diaries, or it helps mystics align action with insight as well. So yeah, carry both of them on your journey of life. They are two fabulous ones to always go back to, because howlite steadies your step and lavender guides your senses. And so together they protect against confusion, they against restlessness, against low energy interference as well. You know, some days you just feel like, where has my energy gone? Where has that beautiful upliftingness that is always there? It's gone. Where has it disappeared to? And that will help bring that back. If you do rituals or any moon magic, then place howlite at the base of an altar, if you have one. Again, I keep talking about them, and scatter lavender blooms. You know, sprinkle them off the spike, and just sprinkle them around, and have if you're lucky enough to have a chalice of water in the middle of your just to do a ritual. Probably don't want to leave the water in there because you might knock it over. But just, enjoy doing things like that to bind up calm, and bring that calm of the earth, and with the beautiful grace of the moon as well, into your rituals and your introspective sort of writings and things like that. And I the more I've done this particular one, the more I thought I really want to get some lavender. I really want to tie some lavender together. I really want to burn some lavender. I want to set up my altar with some lavender on it, just so I can hear their whispers, to sit and and just hear them saying, yes, it does work. Yes, do it. Yes, because that's what they do. They're just beautiful. Right, so diffusers. I've got all these blends that I'm going to talk about now. I will put up on that link tree, probably tomorrow now, because by the time I finish that, my energy is gone. So it's like, oh no. So in your diffuser, you can put like 2 drops of lavender with a drop of chamomile for calming, and then place the howlite beside that. Or if you have I've got some tiny little apothecary jars about this big, put some lavender inside them and put your howlite beside that and put that on your altar, or put that beside your journal, or put that beside your tea. So yeah. Wonderful, Tessia. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, putting your essential oils on little cotton pads are just fabulous. They're amazing. I use them quite a lot for various essential oils to put in places, or just to hold and have and sniff them every now and then. I've got an anointing oil too that I will put up, and that is a base of jojoba or sweet almond oil, and again we'll have drops of lavender, and we'll put frankincense in that one. And then use your crystals when you're preparing these things. Like when I made this one today, I had crystals sitting beside it while I was making it to just to anchor that energy that I'm putting into that oil. So remember to do that. Put your crystals beside anything that you're creating like that. And that just helps, charge the oil as well. And the tea we've already talked about, the lavender, the chamomile, the rose petals, or you can use lemon balm as well. And then put your howlite beside it. And you can just, make having at least once, if you're a tea drinker, at least once a day, make your tea a little ritual. Make it something that you mindfully do. You watch the steam come out. You smell the aroma that it's giving off. You close your eyes and you feel its energy. You sip it and you feel its warmth going down your body, into your heart, and then further on down your body. Just make it and that doesn't have to take long as it takes to drink the cup of tea, really. And then try a meditation circle with your friends, and arrange 3 howlites in a triangle, and then scatter dried lavender inside the triangle, or hang sprigs above the triangle, and then light a candle, and then sit inside the circle. So you want to have your circle of people, and then your 3 crystals around the outside of the circle, and you have the lavender inside the circle that you step into and you sit on, and have a candle lit, and just start a meditation and see what flows, what insight flows, what softens, how much calm comes forth. So, try that. If you were talking to a sage about lavender and howlite, they would say that your mind is anchored, that your heart is soft, and that your dreams are clear. The apothecary secret would be that you hold the knowledge of calm in your hands, blending stone and herb like a potion. And just for everyday sort of folk magic, even sipping tea, journaling, or holding the stones becomes a beautiful ritual, grounding our modern day life into ancient practices. And that is just me, and that is just beautiful. So there we go. That is Howlite and Lavender. Any wee questions? Any more questions? Otherwise, I have a meditation. It's all organized to finish the afternoon or evening or whatever time it is for you. All right, let's then just settle in. We've had a whole lot of information. I've dumped a whole lot of information on you. Hopefully you've got a little bit that has tweaked your interest somewhat. And so let's just settle for a minute. If you have Howlite, hold it in your dominant hand, or with any hand at your solar plexus. So if you're just going to hold it in your hand, just hold it in your dominant hand. But otherwise, if it's going down near your solar plexus, you can use either hand. That's fine. If you're doing a meditation like this, it would be perfect to anoint your wrists and your third eye with lavender oil, or diffuse it, or both. So yeah, let's just sit comfortably. Hopefully you can imagine that scent of aroma. Close your eyes. And just breathing beautifully and softly and naturally. Feel that beautiful natural pause that we have at the top of our breath. And imagine yourself standing in a soft, cloud-filled valley. The clouds are swirling gently, silver and white, almost like marble waves. Inhale lavender. Imagine its smell, its aroma, its fragrance. And if you can smell it, you can feel it entering your mind, just like a soft wind that's clearing the fog. If you have Howlite, hold it. If not, just imagine it See if you can feel the weight of a crystal in your hand. Imagine it's grounding you. It's rooting your spine into the earth beneath the clouds. And then those clouds, they part slightly. A pale moonlight path appears. It's leading into a beautiful, mystical forest of silver trees. And each step is clearing your mind. It's slowing those racing thoughts, and it's inviting reflection. You are calm. You are anchored. And you are present. And you follow the path to a grove where howlite stones are shimmering along among the roots and lavender blooms whispering on the breeze. And the moonlight catches on the veins of the howlite stones, making them pulse with light. And that lavender scent, it deepens. And it deepens even more as you walk and you step into that forest. And you're walking among the flowers. And each inhale brings calm, releases emotions, relaxes any tension. And just go and sit now beside a beautiful howlite boulder. Just imagine a big boulder of howlite. Go and rest your back against it. Feel it drawing scattered energy back into your body. And let the lavender breeze just wash over any tension or anxious thought, just softening your inner landscape. Maybe visualize your mind as a journal. And the clouds and the lavender brush away clutter and reveal insight and intuition, just like ink appearing on a clear page. And then you notice a crystal clear stream that's flowing through the grove. And its water glimmers like liquid moonlight. And you see howlite stones just sitting all along the banks of the river. And lavender petals just floating by on the surface of the water. And step into the stream. It's perfectly warm. It's just flowing gently. Feel the water cleansing your mind, cleansing your body energy, washing away any lingering tension. And each ripple carries wisdom into your nervous system, so you can release what no longer serves. You can allow calm to flow through you. Notice how your thoughts are like leaves floating downstream. And you watch them, but you don't chase them. And the stream leads you to a clearing where the clouds rise to a beautiful canopy overhead. And you can smell that lavender scent that's swirling around you like an awesome misty cloak. And imagine that howlite pulsing beneath your hands or at your feet, keeping you grounded as your mind drifts upward. And as you look, you see small luminous orbs floating in the air. Each orb represents insights, wisdom, clarity, all entering into your consciousness. Reach out to one of the orbs. Let its light mingle with the energy of howlite and lavender in your body. Feel your mind quieting, your heart softening, your intuition strengthening. Start to take slow breaths, matching each inhale and exhale to the gentle rise and fall of the cloud canopy. Now you keep walking and you arrive at a circle of howlite stones. Lavender buds scattered around with moonlight spilling onto them. Go and sit inside the circle. Place a piece of howlite in your lap or at your solar plexus. Inhale the lavender smell, the aroma, the beautiful fragrance. Inhale it deeply. And visualize a soft sphere of silver and violet light forming around you. And the sphere holds calm, peace, protection. Body and mind and spirit are grounded in that energy of howlite. And stay in this sphere, in this circle. Let the energy permeate every cell in your body. And slowly now allow the clouds to recede. The moonlight dimming slightly. But it's leaving you feeling calm, feeling grounded, centered, peaceful, relaxed. And then see yourself sitting back or lying back where you are. And wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Come back to this beautiful space. This beautiful space that we have here together, all this beautiful energy flowing from everyone here to each other. Welcome back. How are we doing? Have we fallen asleep? Are we feeling relaxed? Oh, I see a heart. There's someone with us. You didn't want to come back. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to sit inside the circle a bit longer too. It just felt so lovely, didn't it? I should have left us there a bit longer maybe. I think I might do that for myself tomorrow, even though I can't create a circle by myself. But I might just have my howlite and some lavender and diffusing beside me or on a piece of cotton or something like that, and I'll just sit and meditate like that. Yeah. Hi Jen. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, oh Trish. Oh dear. I could feel all that beautiful calming energy that you had. Hello Indy, lovely to see you. Welcome. Howlite. These are I've got howlite beads. This is my howlite rose here. This is smoky quartz. And this is my other little wee howlite that I have, little moon-shaped howlite. So that's that's what they look like. Usually white with grey veins, but they do come in pinks and almost a turquoise colour as well. So, hello Carrie, lovely to see you. You often comment when I'm live on the other part, but I just went to look, but you didn't. Oh, wonderful, Jen. That is awesome. Yes, yes. I haven't seen you for ages, Carrie. Well, except from with Greg, of course. But oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Oh, wonderful, Indy. That's awesome. Yes, yeah, most people know about lavender, don't they? But it's nice to know how to a lot of people know about lavender and know what it smells like and might diffuse it, but they don't think about using it in other ways or using it in conjunction with a crystal. So yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, it comes in little beads, and then I made this mala with the howlite. So I use these beads that I make. Like this one I'm wearing is a carnelian bead, and I use these in my mala lives that I do, Jen. So yeah, and it's lovely if you can get the beads and make your own and put the beautiful energy of your body into the making, and then have something like lavender or a essential oil that matches the crystal that you're beading together, adds that beautiful energy to it. Um, Howlite indie is probably less dramatic, is probably the word I'd use. It is gentler at grounding than tourmaline. Black tourmaline, I find, can be um, more dramatic, more, um, yeah, what's another word to say? But yes, I think Howlite is the more calming way to ground, um, whereas black tourmaline can be very stimulating grounding, sort of. Yeah. Yes, do, Jen. Find some beads and make it, because or anything that you create, like the blends. I don't know if you pleasure, Indy. I don't know if you heard that about the blends. Whether you were here when listening to the blends that I do, which I'll put up in Linktree. I've got all the blends that we've made over the over the wee while of doing these lives up there on my link tree, so you can make all sorts of things and do put the crystals beside your infusion when you're making it, so that you can get the beautiful energy of the crystal going into, and your energy into the product you're making, the crystal's energy into the product you're making, and then the essential oils that you're putting in there, just has a beautiful harmonizing effect. It is wonderful. Yes. All right, my lovelies. It's been absolute joy doing sharing this with you. If you want to know a little bit more about crystals and essential oils, then I have this course that you can go through. It's my first course. I'm working on others, but it's my first course, and that just gives you a little taste of various crystals and various essential oils, and little things, little ideas of how you can make your own blends and things like that. So yeah, try that out. That's always a nice way to do it. And as Robin said, who she was late to, yes, I have this. I have a group on the Book of Faces. So you can request to join that group, and you can see these lives replayed there or on the Tube of You. They go there as well, and all sorts of other things get posted into the Book of Faces about crystals and essential oils and teas and all that sort of thing. And I do have a newsletter that goes out once a week too. So you can go onto my link tree, or you can get the link from the Book of Faces to sign up for that. And that also comes with a whole lot of, I talk about a crystal, essential oil, a herb. Give you blends for those, give you tea blends for those, give you some face yoga, because I do that here on Insight Timer as well. Give you some face yoga movements that you can do for the following week, usually do an oracle card message as well. So yeah, so you can get all that and add that to your thing. I am Petal Whisperwing. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Yes. Isn't it funny? You just have to. Oh, didn't it go there? Yeah, up there. I've put it up there, Jenny. So yeah, just look up. Because if I say it, sometimes it sounds like just whispering, not whisper wing, and people can't find it. So it's whisper wing. Yeah. So yeah, you can find it there, and all my other lives. Well, I haven't been doing that for that long, because I'm not overly well, I am technically minded, but it took me a while to work that out. But there's quite a few there, of my tea times, my face yogas, the crystals and essential oils, and the mala. They're all up there on the Tubes of You as well. The ones on the Book of Faces, they only stay there for about a month, I think, and then they get taken down. So yeah, I'm so glad you caught me too, Carrie. I really am. Excuse me. All right, and my next one is our Mala one. So this is the Mala one I do on my Saturday mornings. So a lot of you, it's Friday afternoon or night. So that is my next offering for you. Well, if we have no more questions, I will love and leave you. Again, it has been such a joy. I will, thank you, Jen. You too. It is time for me to get a nice cup of tea and put my feet up, I think. It is now 5 p.m. on Thursday early evening here in New Zealand. So, yeah. Thank you, Indy. It's so lovely having these beautiful new faces, new bubbles. It's awesome. Namaste to you too, Carrie. Absolutely. All right. Mwah. Love you all. Have a wonderful time till I see you next. Bye.